So in this video I'll be talking about which city is better, Phnom Penh or Siem Reap. Hello guys, so I'm Thabo. I've been living in Cambodia for over a year now, and I usually do content about Cambodia and Southeast Asia. So in this video I'll be talking about the differences between the cities, Phnom Penh and Siem Reap. So for anyone who's deciding to come to Cambodia, they can choose well. Alright, so if you haven't subscribed, don't forget to subscribe as I give you more content when it comes to this country and Southeast Asia, everywhere I've traveled. Alright, so first of all, both cities are good, it just depends on your taste. Okay, the first one, I want to start with Phnom Penh. So Phnom Penh is basically a business area, a lot of business stuff related, and it's very busy. A lot of, as you can see in the streets at night, it's super busy because it's business wise. Actually, I never intended to come to Phnom Penh. My favorite city, I wanted to live in Siem Reap. That was basically my ultimate ever since I knew Cambodia. But obviously I ended up having, when I came here, I got like many offers to help people with dancing and stuff like that. So since I work online, so obviously I was captivated, because obviously I knew Cambodia in general has good people. So obviously they're different in cities, but in Phnom Penh, if you are looking for anything about business related or work, anything about that, it's usually in here. And also what I want to say is that when it comes to food, it has a lot of variety. So Phnom Penh has a lot of variety compared to Siem Reap. Siem Reap, I would say it's more cleaner because it's more catered for the tourists. Whereas Phnom Penh, they just have a variety. There's a lot, you can get a lot of basically street food if you want that. So that's the good thing about it. That's why you see on my TikTok, I do a lot of content with the street food because it's endless. So yeah, that's what I would say comparing the two. Siem Reap is more cleaner, although it's less food. Right, and then we move on to the cost of living. Undoubtedly, Siem Reap is more expensive. Sorry, Phnom Penh is more expensive compared to Siem Reap, and I mean way a lot expensive. As I said, it's mostly a business related thing because of that. So things are quite expensive, and it's kind of like you're comparing basically Bangkok to Chiang Mai. So Siem Reap is like the Chiang Mai of Cambodia basically. So it's a bit cheaper, I would say, in Siem Reap. And I have a friend who lives in Siem Reap who pays like close to nothing for his rent. His rent is like maybe $100 or something. Obviously it's not as the best looking, but generally the cost of living is pretty good. He lives there, he's an expert. I think he works online too. So yeah, he's a freelancer. So he said it's quite cheap there. Alright, so that's the main thing you'll see if you decide on living in these cities. If you go to or comparing the life in general, Phnom Penh is normally very businessy, whereas Siem Reap has a lot of I would say things to explore. For example, there's a history of the Angkor Wat, and you feel more peaceful when you're there compared to Phnom Penh. Here, literally, for me, I like it, but it's not obviously the best. I like places that are relaxed. Most people who go to Siem Reap from here, who I've met, they end up saying, "Oh, I felt so peaceful when I was in Siem Reap." Yeah, it's because of what I was basically saying. The place is filled with a lot of history, and it's more touristy, it's friendly. Here, as you can see, look at the buildings here. If you look behind me, big building. This is Phnom Penh for you. But if you go to Siem Reap, it's literally just Like it's like you're not even in Cambodia, especially when you come from another place like Bangkok or Phnom Penh. You go to Siem Reap, you're like, wow, it's so chilled and relaxed. It's less, but at the same time it's good because it's very chill. No one is rushing you basically. So yeah, those are the main differences between these cities. The only history here I would say is the things like that contributed to like the prisoners of, like, you know, when people were imprisoned in Cambodia, the like bad history basically, like, you know, jail places, you know, all of those ways. In Siem Reap is mostly like temples, beautiful looking temples. Yeah, so those are the major differences. So you'd expect to pay less in Siem Reap for anything and also enjoy it more, especially if you want to just live there a relaxed life that is not about working too much. So that's what you will see. And also the nightlife, I would say it's more big here in Phnom Penh. There's a lot of nightlife. People literally come from people who work here come from the cities, from the villages, and they come work here because there's money. That's why obviously you end up getting people who are getting scammed, because there's a lot of people trying to make money here compared to Siem Reap. Yeah, so you have to be careful when you are here. You just have to be more careful than Siem Reap. Siem Reap I felt even more safe. I'll give you one incident. For example, I'll tell you how safe it is in Siem Reap, or how dangerous Phnom Penh is. So when I was there, I told them that my motorbike got stolen, and then I got scared because they stole it here in Phnom Penh. And then when I went there and I hired a motorbike, I was literally so scared. I was like, really? Am I gonna do this again? I'm like, when I hire a motorbike, obviously I was scared from the situation that happened here. So what I did, I asked him. And then everyone in Siem Reap, I kid you not, they said, no, it's like here it's way, way safer. You don't have to worry, brother. Like, there's even that I did videos where I hired a motorbike where I went to the water festival. So the people were telling me that. And also people, I'd say there's a bit of a difference between the cities here, because the people in Siem Reap are way more chilled. Firstly, the crime is way less and people are more friendly and chilled. I was like, they were taking they wanted to take pictures with me all the time. I was like a mini celebrity there, you know. Whereas here it's like, yeah, they know me, they can do anything like that, but it's more they kind of minding their own business. Where in Siem Reap, I think it's because they are basically thinking about like touristy. They're like, oh, we've never seen this person, why would they come to our country? Where Phnom Penh, no, everyone is like looking to make money, so it's kind of like they don't really care who you are, what you're doing. That's the vibe I feel. It goes to show this city is more about businessy, and more, I would say more scams or crime happens here compared to Siem Reap. It's relatively safe overall, but I'm just saying compared to Siem Reap, it's kind of, but you have to be more careful than Siem Reap. As I said, my motorbike got stolen, but I never talk bad about Cambodia. I still love it, although even though my motorbike was stolen, I have to be careful next time. It was outside my apartment, and then I went up, and then when I came down in the morning, it was gone. It was partly my mistake because they had told me before, never leave it outside, but I made a mistake because I had gone to speak to my brother, and then when I came back, I forgot, I went to sleep, and then when I woke up, it was gone. So yeah, those are the key differences. And then I know some people will look for or ask for, what about dating and all of that? Which one is better? For dating, I would literally say Siem Reap would be more, if you want a more authentic dating scene, there will be more. But here, there will probably be more choices. But here, again, there's pros and cons. Although there's more choices here, there's people who may not be authentic. They might want you to, you know, they might be kind of gold digging in a way. looking for your money, because obviously most people here, they're coming to work and make money. So Siem Reap is kind of like, I still have girls who contact me for Siem Reap. We didn't really date, we just like hung out and, you know, we did our thing. We're not serious, you know, but they still contacting me, and because that's like, they're more, I'd say they're more authentic. Siem Reap is more authentic. The people there compared to here, I'm not saying they are authentic people here, I'm just saying comparing the both. So yeah, that's my vibe. So it really depends on you. The cost of living in Siem Reap would probably be nearly half of this one. So here, as I did a video about cost of living, my cost of living, I'll say cost of living is about 1,000 US dollar, but mine is about 2,000 because I spend a lot. So here, if it's 1,000 US dollars, for example, in Siem Reap will be a bit half, maybe 600 or 700 or less, something like that. But yeah, I'll probably do a cost of living for Siem Reap if you guys want it. But yeah, I hope the video was insightful for you guys, and I hope you can decide which city is good for you. Alright, it depends on your circumstances, really. It really does, or what do you want to achieve. Alright, so guys, hope you enjoyed it, guys. See you in my next video, guys. Let's go. Cheers. See you on my next video. If you haven't subscribed, guys, don't forget to subscribe, as I'll be giving you more insights of Cambodia and Southeast Asia and my life in general. Let's go.